Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. So glad to have you here as always. Hey, Cynthia, welcome, welcome, welcome. And so we have a very hot, timely topic. You guys know, oftentimes I don't pick my topic in advance. My topic picks us, and this topic definitely picked us. Coronavirus is all over the news. But what we're going to talk about tonight with coronavirus is not really in the news. And it's understandable. It is very understandable why coronavirus. Chris, stay with Zoom because you got slides over here. She's over here in the chat. So why this is not in the news, but it is such critical information. So I want to get it out. And these, again, are slides that you want to go and watch on our YouTube channel. You definitely want to go and hit these slides up on YouTube channel. And these are slides. This is a video that you definitely want other people to watch. This is so important. This is so important. Hey, Chris, now you on both. Okay, so let me start the slides. Y'all sending me love. I so appreciate it. Let me start. Let me get slides up. Sometimes they take a minute to pop up. Come on, slides. There we go. They're coming slowly. So my name is Jennifer Matthews, and this is Developing Your Debt-Free Dream Lifestyle. I come to you live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with the Developing Your Debt-Free Dream Lifestyle show. I'm here for you every Thursday night, and I am a financial strategist. And my focus is on coaching people to get out of debt and dream again using my signature money system. And we spent, I believe, 5 of the last 6 weeks going over what my signature money system is. So you want to go to YouTube and check that out. So, let me see. Each week we start with the legal stuff, and I really got to get with the legal stuff today. Individual financial results may vary. Jennifer S. Matthews, Creating Financial Literacy, LLC, and any of its entities do not render financial, legal, tax, or real estate advice. I'm going to add in medical because we're talking about corona, okay? Medical advice. I do not give medical advice either. This content is for informational purposes only. So we, because y'all are my peoples, we have a YouTube channel. Go to YouTube. Most of the videos get posted on YouTube. Go to YouTube, type in Matthews on Money, my last name, M-A-T-T-H-E-W-S, M-A-T-T-H-E-W-S, on Money. All one word, no spaces. You will see the videos. Click on one of the videos that takes you to the YouTube page. Hit the subscribe button. That way you will know when I add a video. Because sometimes you're not here on Thursday nights. You want to know when I upload a video. Watch the videos. Tell other people about the videos. It is great content. That's why y'all keep coming back on Thursday nights. That's why I'm here on Thursday nights. Then I go feed the homeless, but not tonight. Okay, can't feed them tonight, but I've been feeding them all day. Okay, so that's where the videos are. Tonight, we are talking about coronavirus, also known as COVID, coronavirus 19 for 2019, when it was first named, outbreak, discovered, however you want to call it, coronavirus 19, and your money, my money, coronavirus 19 and your money. As always, grab a notepad. You know I'm old school, okay? Some of what you're going to hear tonight, a lot of what you're going to hear tonight, we've talked about it before. If you've been putting what I've said into action, you're in good shape. If you haven't, if you've been procrastinating, you might be kicking yourself. Okay, so let's talk about coronavirus and what's in the news. The public focus is on containment, and it needs to be on containment because it has ravaged China, it has ravaged South Korea, it is currently ravaging Italy. The public focus is where it needs to be. I am not an alarmist. People need to take simple precautions. Washing your hands all the time for 20 seconds. Keeping, I happen to have some right here. This is hand sanitizer. I was at one of those job fair, career fair things, and they were giving out hand sanitizer. So this is actually hand sanitizer in a pen form. Keeping hand sanitizer with you. I have some wipes in the closet behind me, like Clorox wipes. Simple stuff. When you cough or sneeze, this way, not this way, if you can help it. This is better than nothing. This is best. Chris said everything is sold out. I'm gonna tell you a secret. This, okay, remember my disclaimer, okay? Aloe vera with alcohol that is at least 66% alcohol. Mix the two together. I don't know the proportions, but that's what I was told. Aloe vera and alcohol that is 66% pure will make hand sanitizer. Disclaimer, don't come back to me. Chris, you the lawyer, don't come back to me. I have my disclaimer, okay? But the public focus is on containment. Now, let me tell you a fact, Jack, about the mask. In another life, I was certified as a lead paint abatement something or another. And those N95 and N100 masks that you can't find, I was certified to wear one. That's a fact, Jack. Now, let me tell you the other fact about those masks. Now, I was certified, now those little disposable ones that you can't find that people are walking around with, okay, I know how to wear those. And I also know how to wear the big gas mask looking ones. Now, I will put in this disclaimer. I was certified in 2009. So what I'm telling you is from 2009 and 2010, because I did not get recertified after 2010. okay? It's still true. I know this for a fact. You have to be fit tested. Everybody just walking around with these things, and you have to be fit tested. I know how to fit test me and fit test somebody else. I'm not going to do it because I'm not certified, but you need to be fit tested. Everybody running around buying these masks. First of all, the ones online, you don't know if they're truly N95 and N100. Y'all don't even know what N95 and N100 means, and I'm not going to tell you because that's not why we're here. You don't know what it means, and you don't know if that mask on eBay, Amazon, or whatever is truly an N95 or N100 particle mask. You don't know that. And you don't know how to fit test it. I'm going to say that. Silence to let it sink in. And do not think that some mask is better than no mask. Because if you have the wrong mask, I'm just going to pull this because it's right here. The wrong mask is just as good as this mesh bag. You get the wrong mask, it's just as good as this mesh bag. Okay? So when these health officials are telling you stuff, listen, because they are the experts. Listen. There's people out there on Amazon and eBay charging $100 and $200 for a mask, and you don't know if it's an N95, you don't know if it's an N100. You don't know what you're getting. So in the public, they're talking about containment. You cannot, the average person cannot tell the difference between the flu and coronavirus. Here's the other thing. Coronavirus starts with coughing and sneezing. I don't know about where y'all live, but it's kind of warm in Maryland and stuff is starting to bloom and people have allergies. They're going to cough and sneeze. So be respectful. Don't assume that everybody who coughs and sneezes has coronavirus. Because everything here is in bloom because we had a warm winter. So the public focus is to reduce the number of cases to stop the spread. Public officials are taking extreme measures to sanitize public spaces. And they're also concerned about health facility capacity. By that, we mean hospitals, urgent care centers. If you think you have a cold, flu, or coronavirus, stay home. That is what the official word is. Stay home and pick up the telephone and call somebody. Call your doctor, call the urgent care center, call your local health department. If they tell you to come outside, then you go outside. Because they want to save the hospital beds for those who need them. Okay, that's the public focus. And that's where the public focus needs to be. That's why I'm over here talking about your money. Okay, so what about my money? The stock market every day is dipping lower and lower and lower and lower. For some people, That's a really good thing. For other people, that's a really bad thing. It's like a football game, since basketball and hockey have been canceled. It's like a football game, so I'm a football fan. At the end of the game, half the people are really happy and half the people are not. So the stock market is plunged. Let's talk about that. You should have a financial advisor. Now is a great time to talk to your financial advisor because stocks are on sale. Yes, indeed. So when something is on sale at the store, do you run to the store or do you run away from the store? Yesterday, I went to the store to buy some Kinda bars because I had bought some, tried a new flavor, and I really liked them. It's like, oh man, I'm gonna go back and get some. Walked in the door, display case with winter gloves, 90% off. 90% off of winter gloves. Y'all know I feed the homeless. They were $4 to $9. I bought every last one, plus 3 boxes of Kind bars. I got winter gloves for next winter's homeless feeding. Y'all know I make the blessing bags around my birthday. I bought $12 yesterday. I think yesterday's total was $12 of gloves for 40 cents and 90 cents. Y'all know I couldn't even walk out the store. Do the math. Do you run to the sale or do you run away from the sale? Stocks are on sale. Talk to your financial advisor. There's a caveat. I'm going to come back to it. Okay? So you might not be ready. Hold that thought. So today, because I had to go to Google and see where the next Big Lot, that's the name of the store, was. So I went to the next Big Lot and the sign says 75% off. I said, Mr. Manager, my Big Lot is 90% off. Why is yours 75% off? And he did a price check. He said, no, they 90%. Because I said, if they 90%, I'm going to buy all of them. It's another $12 a day. My homeless people going to be warm next winter. Because you know what I'm going to do tomorrow? Find me another Big Lot. I text my friends in Delaware. I text my friends in Philly. Yo, y'all, go find Big Lot. They 90% off. Take them to my mother's house. And she'll hold them. You run to a sale. Stocks market is on sale. Stock market is on sale. What about my money? Schools are closed and I gotta go to work. I ain't got no childcare. If I stay home from work, I'm not gonna get paid. Or I gotta pay somebody to watch my kids so I can go to work. And that's an expense I didn't budget for. Or the other thing with the stock market is, do I pull my money out? So let me back up. Let me go back to stock market. You want to talk to your financial advisor because it depends on your age and your goals. And they are the expert. So if you have time to ride this out and you have extra money, your advisor may advise you to put more money in. If you're close to retirement age, your advisor may advise you to reallocate your money. You need a financial advisor. That's not me. And you need to have a conversation with your financial advisor. If you have children, little ones, I still haven't done this. This might be next week's talk on how you make your kids a millionaire. Now, right now, while the bottom is falling out the stock market, is the time to make your children, your little ones, your grandchildren, your children who are like not yet 18, now is the time to make them millionaires. Okay? That might be somebody text me, PM me something, remind me. That might be the time to have that be next week's Thursday Night Live. Now is the time for that because the market is falling. It's going to probably keep falling. Okay. So we may have some extra expenses. Schools are closed. Thank you, Chris. You may be picking up some unexpected childcare expenses. They tell me ain't nobody got no toilet paper in the Walmart. We know there's no hand sanitizer. We know you can't buy masks. There's certain things you can't buy right now. What about my own ability to work? Will my job stay open? So Google and Apple, their employees are working from home. A whole lot of other companies are, the New York Times closed. They closed their New York office and their DC office to do a deep cleaning. Their employees are working from home, but not all employees can work from home, depending on your job. You can't work from home. So what do? What's happening with your money? We know when the government shut down, a whole lot of people were standing in line looking for food. And then what if I get sick or a family member gets sick? And I don't have sick leave. I don't have enough sick leave. What do? This is why I'm here tonight, and I might go overtime a little bit. What about my money? The media doesn't have time to talk about this because they got to contain this thing, get it under control, and get our country back on its feet. Okay? All right. So, if you've ever seen me speak live, and I'm sure I've probably said it since I've started these Thursday nights, cash is king. Cash is king. Right now, stockpile your cash. Right now, stockpile your cash. I can't put it any easier than that. You have got to put your cash away. You have got to decrease your spending. You have got to decrease your spending. I know stocks are on sale, but remember I said if you have extra money and you talk to your financial advisor, if you don't have a couple of months, say at least 3 months of expenses in readily accessible cash aside, then you can't get in the market right now. You got to bypass this sale. You have got to accumulate cash right now. You may have daycare expenses. Right now, our country is at a level 2 alert. If we go higher, we are moving into uncharted territory, and a lot of things in our country are going to change. Now, I don't know what level Italy is on. We're not talking, we're nowhere near Italy, okay? We're nowhere near Italy. but you want to stockpile your cash. To do that, decrease your spending and increase your savings. Should I consider using the money for my 2020 savings challenge you taught us to do? Absolutely, that money. So yes, I had a 2020 savings. There is a video on our YouTube. Thank you, Chris. There's a video on our YouTube channel about the 2020 savings. It's on our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and type in Matthews on Money, all one word, no spaces, and you can watch that video. And then I'm also going to give you some tips and things in here in this presentation on how you can create cash quickly and move that cash in savings, okay? So one thing, stop using your credit cards because that's racking up more debt. Stop using your credit cards and you want to stockpile your cash. So you got to cut out the frivolous expenses. If you work for the government and you went through that government shutdown, go into shutdown mode again and stop that extra spending. You got to cut down that. You got to just stop, not cut down, but stop the extra spending just until this passes. Just until this passes. I always talk about putting your savings on autopilot. I have said this until I'm blue in the face. Open an online savings account with no debit card. If you have been taking the actions that I have been talking about, you are fine right now. You have that extra savings. You have that extra money. Open an online savings account with no debit card. Do it tonight. Do it now. Because it takes a day or two for the electronic transfer to be set up between the online account and your primary checking account. Okay? No debit card. Well, where do I find out about an online savings account? Put it in Google, whatever your search engine is. Type in best online savings accounts and a couple of different lists. Huffington Post, Bankrate, Nerd Wallet, whole lot of people have a list. Pick one. No debit card. Link it to your primary checking account and set up automatic transfers for every payday. And automatically transfer. Hey, David, how are you? So we're going to work on that. I'm going to, I have some slides here. So I want you to go to YouTube. I'm going to try to put this up tonight. Go to YouTube and look at the slides because the slides are going to show you how to get savings. Okay. And watch some of the other videos because they show you how to get savings. Okay. So you want to set up automatic transfers every payday so that your savings will grow because there's no debit card. Because right now, especially with this coronavirus, you've got to stockpile your cash because you don't know what's going to happen. If this thing continues to spiral, you have to have cash because you don't know what's going to happen to your income. So you've got to stockpile your cash. Okay. If you have the type of job that you can work from home and you're told to work from home, that is an opportunity to save like crazy. Working from home is an opportunity to save like crazy. And you want to have that online bank account and get that money out of your primary account and get it into that online account. Bank your transportation costs, your gas because you're not driving to work, your parking, any tolls, what you pay for your bus or your rail pass, Whatever your transportation cost is, you're working from home, even if it's just 1 or 2 weeks, put it in an online account. Bank your breakfast, lunch, and snack costs. Put it in your online account, transfer it out, because you're at home. Eat what's at home. Cook something. Make a sandwich. You're not eating out. Bank your dry cleaning costs. You're at home. You're wearing a t-shirt and sweats. Throw it in the washer. Ladies, bank that mani and pedi. You're at home. Do it yourself. You're not in the office. You're not going out. Get the haircut every 3 weeks instead of every 2 weeks. That saves you a haircut. Bank that one haircut that you're saving. Remember, cash is king. Use the work at home opportunity to make it rain in your bank account. Make it rain in your bank account, because we are stockpiling cash. We are stockpiling cash. That's the goal. Stockpile as much cash as fast as you can. You can make it a game. Get with one of your buddies and race to $100, race to $200, race to $500. See who can save that amount fastest. Race. Get with somebody and race. Okay. I use this slide a lot. The workday, where does your money go? So right now, you're still at work. Stockpile your cash. If you're buying a $2 cup of coffee every day, there's 5 work days in a week. That $2 cup of coffee over the course of 5 days, you're spending $20. 4 weeks in a month, $40. You're spending $500 a year. That $2 cup of coffee is costing you $500 a year. You grabbing a breakfast sandwich at $4, 5 days a week is $20. 4 weeks in a year, 4 weeks in a month, that $4 breakfast sandwich is costing you $80 a month. Is $960 a year. And if you're buying coffee and a breakfast sandwich, that's $1,500 a year. Right now, we need to stockpile cash. Right now, we need to stockpile cash. Find some coffee at home and make your breakfast. Oops, speaking of which, I forgot to turn the stove off. Hold that thought. I'm sorry. That's tomorrow's breakfast. Ha ha ha. Glad I had this slide in there. Y'all can laugh at me. I know Chris is laughing. She's hysterical. She's laughing at me. Go ahead, Chris. Put the little laughing sign up there. If you are buying lunch every day and you're spending $8 a day for lunch, 5 days a week is $40. 4 weeks in a month is $160. That's $2,000 a year you're spending on lunch. So just coffee, breakfast, and lunch is $3,500 a year. And right now we need to stockpile our cash. Middle of the afternoon, we want a snack and we want something to wash it down with. So I mentioned here, see, I knew. That's my partner in crime right there. I knew she laughing at me. She laughing at me. So we want a snack and bottled water. So I told you I went to the store because I was trying these Kind bars. And I mean, they are so good. There's 5 in a box for $2.80. 5 Kind bars. Kind bars are, I don't know how much they are in the store. Like a single one might be $3 by itself. And then Deer Park water bottle might be $2 for one bottle, but you get 3 cases on sale for $8 or $9. So I get 5 Kind bars in a box for $2.80, and I get 3 cases, which is almost 75 bottles of water for $8 or $9. But if I did that in a vending machine, that would be at least $3.50, 5 days a week, 4 weeks in a month. It's $850 a year. But buying the water on sale in a supermarket or a big box store, Walmart, Costco, BJ's, whatever, and then buying a box of Kind bars or whatever your snack of choice is, you're going to cut that $850 by 75% just by having the same exact item but doing it differently. And actually, I take one of those aluminum bottles that keeps the same temperature all day long. I use that. Okay. So when you look at this slide, when you add it up, the food cost of coffee, breakfast, lunch, snacks, and bottled water is $4,000 a year. Right now, we need to stockpile our cash. Normally, I am not a cold turkey person. But with this coronavirus and the need to stockpile cash, go to the store, supermarket, and buy what you need so that you are taking your breakfast, lunch, and snack to work, and stockpile your cash. This is a great way to jumpstart your savings and the stockpile, because you need to stockpile your cash because we don't know where this coronavirus is going. The great thing, because I'm not one to push the panic button, the great thing is that, hey, so right now we're in the middle of March. So let's say by the middle of April, coronavirus is totally under control. And you have managed to stockpile, let's say, $1,000. Because I mean, you took this message to heart, and David, you took this message to heart and you nailed it. You got with one of your boys and you raced the $500, and then you did a few other things and you nailed it. And come April 15th, you have $1,000 cash. Now you can pay down some debt. Okay. You can leave half in your savings so you have a little bit of a cushion, and you could take $500 and pay off some debt. So it's not a bad thing. You win all the way around. But if you end up working from home, if you end up at your job closes and you can't work from home, you got to wait for your job to reopen. You got $1,000, and I'm gonna go here and talk about some other things to make, so the next slide, generate some extra income. So let's say your job closes and you have one of those jobs that you can't work from home. So they're not paying you. Or you're self-employed and business is off because people are scared to come out. I've seen some yoga studios and some caterers are getting hard hit. So some ideas to generate some extra income. Babysit for someone who's still going out to work. They got to go to work. They need somebody to watch their kids. Babysit. Do you have a hobby? I am so not artistically inclined, but maybe you are. Sell your creations online. Yeah, eBay and all those other kind of websites. Sell your creations online. The internet is definitely open for business. Freelance online. You got Fiverr, you got Upworks. LinkedIn has a freelance component to LinkedIn. Freelance online. Hustle. Yard work, spring attic clean out. There's all types of hustles that you can get on, that you can get with. Hey, Bev, all kinds of hustles where people will pay you to do things. Get creative. It's more ways to get cash because you got to stockpile your cash. Bank the cash. Disclaimer, you are responsible for the taxes on all the money you earned. That's up to you if you want to report it, but I'm telling you, you're responsible for the taxes. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay. I say this almost always and often. Success does not come to you. You got to go to it. You have got to stockpile cash until this coronavirus gets under control. You've got to stockpile cash. You don't know what is going to happen. Okay? Here in the United States, we have a couple of major hotspots. Washington State, New York City metropolitan area. I've heard that New Orleans is not too cool. We got a couple of real hot spots in the United States. So, here in Maryland, I missed the news today. I heard they closed all the schools. Most colleges are closed. Don't know if the kids are going to go back to college after spring break. You've got to stockpile your cash because we are in 110% uncharted territory. Listen to the medical experts on the medical side. The phenomenal thing about what I'm telling you to do with stockpiling your cash is that it's a win-win situation all the way around. You go and stockpile your cash. The worst thing that happens to you is the coronavirus goes away and you're left with a pile of cash. That sounds pretty good to me. Sounds pretty good to me. And then stocks are on sale. Okay, I just lost Facebook. Stocks are on sale. You got a pile of cash off to the side. And talk to your financial advisor. You might use that cash to get in the stock market. I said, so Facebook is back. So, coronavirus goes away. You got a whole pile of cash. You talk to your financial advisor. Maybe the stock market bottoms out around, 18,000 or whatever. And you go get some stocks on sale. That's one heck of a return on investment, or you pay off your debt. We are developing our debt-free dream lifestyle. You go and you pay off your debt. So there are so many advantages to this opportunity. There are so many advantages to the opportunity of stockpiling your cash. Trying to wait for Facebook to come back. I can see me moving around in the background. on the Facebook. I don't know if they can hear me or not, but there's so many opportunities with stockpiling your cash. So I have here on the slide the word yes. The Y is yes, YES, your extra savings. Yes, your extra savings. Stockpile your cash. You're going to win. You're going to win. Stockpile your cash. You are going to win. Okay, now here's the cool thing. Last week, I opened up Kickstart, the financial Kickstart program. Kickstart Your Money in 2020. Organizing your finances and everything we talked about here tonight is actually in the financial Kickstart program. The people in, we're getting to wrap up financial Kickstart. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks like the stuff that we walked through in the financial Kickstart program. The folks in the financial Kickstart program are totally financially ready for coronavirus. We actually walk through all of this. The first 2 weeks of financial Kickstart is finding money. The first 2 weeks of financial Kickstart is finding money and opening your online savings account and putting all this money in it. You just find money for the first 2 weeks. And then we go through and we do other things. You know, I was like, my crew is set. My financial Kickstart crew is set. We're in week 6 or 8. They are set. And I was like, I opened it up last week and I told y'all it was going to go up. The price was going to go up. I kept the price the same because of coronavirus. You ready? There you go. That's right. I know, because you've been hanging with me for a minute. So I know you straight, Chris. Okay, so what is the Financial Accountability Kickstart? It's an 8-week online group. And I wanted to start it in April. But if I get 15 people, I'm just going to start it. Okay. This one has 2 more weeks. I will start it the week after they end. I don't have a calendar in front of me. But I get 15 people, I'm going to start it early. Okay. 8 action prompts, 1 each week. Like I said, the first 2 are finding money. David, this is great for you because you will have savings. You will have savings starting week 1. The 8 action prompts are valued at $1,200. 4 live group accountability sessions. We're on a different Zoom number, and I'm live and I'm teaching. And it's recorded. You get the recordings. If you can't make it live, you get the recordings. That value is $1,600. Private Facebook group. We're on Facebook holding each other accountable. We have questions, Q&A, everything. As a bonus, you get a copy of my book. I'm looking to see if it was one on the table here. 12 Ways to Put Money in Your Pocket Every Month Without a Part-Time Job. That's the book that was nominated for the NAACP Image Award, won another national award. It was a book of the year for the Institute for Financial Literacy. And as another bonus, you get an individual one-on-one telephone call with me, 30 minutes. That alone is worth $247. So the total value of the Kickstart program is over $4,000. And I held the price at $197 because of coronavirus and because I want you to stockpile your cash. I held the price at $197. I told you it was going to go up $10 every week. I told you it was going to go up $10 every week because coronavirus, and it went up. The U.S. raised the level, I say the threat level, not the threat level, the pandemic level. I held the price because I want you guys to be able to stockpile your cash. You join, I will send you my book right away so you can start reading the book. Most people who read my book finish it with $300 to $500 cash in their pocket. That will give you a head start on stockpiling your cash. That will give you a head start on stockpiling your cash, okay? So it's $197. Here's how you register. Write down the URL. It's Kickstart, K-I-C-K, Kickstart 2020.gr8.com. Kickstart2020.gr8.com. I mean, it's powerful course. We find money, we go over goals, and I mean, we do goals totally differently. So last week we did credit. I'm trying to remember now all the stuff we've done in the first 6 weeks. Yeah, it's powerful, powerful. Kickstart 2020.gr8.com. I held the price at $197 because of coronavirus and the fact that you need to be stockpiling your money. Okay, Kickstart 2020.gr8.com. Kickstart 2020.gr8.com. Thank you, Chris. Yep, you got it. You got it. Thank you, Chris. And with that, I will see you next week. And unless something crazy happens in the news, I'm going to look at strongly consider making your kids millionaires as next week's topic, because that's one I wanted to do for a while. So with the stock market dropping the way it's dropping, I think now might be the time. So unless something crazy happens in the news that I need to catch you up on next week, Thursday the 19th, this is great for anybody with a youth group. So get your pastors, your Girl Scout leaders, anybody that's got youth, anybody up to age 18, kids, grandkids, anybody with access to youth. They need to be here, and you want to be on the Zoom side. You want to see the slides. I mean, they'll be on YouTube. I'll put them on YouTube, but yeah, you want to be here live. So thank you guys. Really appreciate it. And keep washing your hands. And remember my disclaimer on the aloe and the 66% alcohol. And I will see you next week. Listen to the health experts. Listen to the health experts. And the mask has to be fit test. Y'all didn't know I was a certified lead abatement specialist. I could take the lead paint out your house. I could put up the plastic and do the containment and all that kind of stuff. See, you learn something new every day. I also used to work at a nuclear power plant. Yep, I had other lives. I had other lives. All right, guys, see you later. See you next week. Bye-bye.